Design Engineering of Micro Irrigation System. I am Dilip Yevlekar. What is a drip irrigation system? MIS. All of you heard aware about irrigation, particularly about drip irrigation. In scientific term, it is also called as micro irrigation system, MIS. It is a dedicated water supply system to the plants. Water is applied directly to the root zone of the plants, drop by drop at frequent interval over the longer period. What is MIS design engineering and its importance? It is an integrated study of science and engineering to select and sizing and appropriate products to fulfill the demand of the crops and pass on the benefits to the user. For example, to construct a hut or small house, nobody follows design engineering. One can simply hire a mason to construct it. But to construct a multi-storied building without design engineering, it is not possible. In this lecture, we are going to study design principles and considerations to be followed while design of micro irrigation system along with an example. Here you can see transformation before and after drip irrigation. Major advantages of micro irrigation system: water savings 50 to 70%, increase in yield more than 50%, fertilizer savings 50 to 70%, power savings 50 to 70%, suitable for hilly and flat terrain, suitable for saline soil, suitable for all crops: wheat, rice, coffee, tea, spices, sorghum, maize. Standard layout and components of drip system. Standard layout of MIS is shown below. Water is pumped out from water source and travel via filtration unit, main pipe, submain, drip line and delivered to the plants drop by drop. Main components: motor pump set, filtration unit, main pipe, submain, lateral, trippers and control valve. Objectives of design engineering. Below prime objectives shall be kept in mind while designing of micro irrigation system: to maintain higher irrigation efficiency by means of higher emission uniformity, to maintain optimum moisture level in soil for optimization of crop yield, to keep both initial investment and annual cost at minimum level, to design a suitable type of system that will last long and perform well, to design a manageable system that can be easily operated and maintained, to fulfill the water and fertilizer requirement of the crops, to satisfy farmers or user. Attributes or input data for design engineering. For design of any irrigation system, following attributes or input data are necessary to be collected from the command area: topography survey, agriculture data, soil analysis data, water source data, climatic data, power source data. Input data: topography survey. Survey means measurement of field, length, width and slope. There are various ways or equipments to do topography survey such as levels, total station, GPS, satellite, aerial survey, lidar survey, drone survey. Input data: agriculture. Need to be collected agriculture data: type of crops intended to grow, spacing for plantation, row to row and plant to plant distance, age of crop if existing, root zone of the crop, methodology of plantation, ridges, furrow or raised bed, crop geometry, crop canopy, crop agronomy if possible. Input data: crop geometry, drip line. Collect crop geometry to decide drip line spacing and dripper spacing to cover maximum root zone of crop, row to row distance, plant to plant distance. For each row, provide drip lines. For each plant, a group of plants provide drippers to ensure proper wetting of root zone. Soil is a storehouse of water and nutrients where root system develops and growth of plant depends on root system. Good root system means good health and growth of plants. Soil has three principal constituents: sand, silt and clay. Soil is classified in 12 types as shown in figure soil triangle. Why soil test is necessary? To know type of soil, to know pH, EC, salinity, NPK content, organic carbon, to know nematode and insects, to know water holding capacity, to know infiltration rate of water. Based on soil test report, selection of drippers, discharge spacing can be determined. Fertilizer dosage and application can be decided. Selection of crops can be decided. Soil treatment or reclamation can be decided. Input data, water source details and assessment. Water source details are required as kind of water source to be used for design purpose: open well, bore well, canal, lake, dam, river. Size and depth of water source, volume, lowest water level in summer, yield of water, water availability and duration. Check government permission in case of canal, dam, lake use as a water source. Location, distance and elevation of water source. Storage facility if required. Input data, climate. Based on climatic data, crop schedule can be decided and crop water requirement can be worked out. Temperature, relative humidity, rainfall, wind speed, direction, evaporation, solar radiation. Why water analysis is required? Water contains physical impurities, silt, clay, suspended particles, solids, TSS. Chemical impurities, calcium, bicarbonates, sodium, magnesium, TDS, iron, manganese, chloride, sulfates. Biological impurities, algae, bacteria, protozoa. Based on water quality, selection of filtration system is decided. Selection of crop is decided. Application, dose of fertilizer is decided. Treatment to water is decided. Next, input data, power source. Drip irrigation system is a pressurized system and works at certain pressure. Motor pump sets are used to generate pressure. Power is required to run the motor pump set. Type of power source is necessary to know while designing of drip irrigation system. Power source can be government, electrical, DG set or solar powered or combination of all. Types of dripper. There are two types of dripper. One, button or online drippers. Second, inline dripper. Button drippers are fitted on blind polytube by making hole near to the plant and can be seen and replaced easily. Varieties of drippers are shown below. These are available in non-PC and PC types. These drippers are available in various discharge rate: 1, 2, 4, 8, 12 liter per hour. Drip line or inline drip. Drippers are inserted at predetermined interval in blind polytube during manufacturing process. Drippers cannot be removed or seen on top. Varieties of drip lines are shown below. Drip lines are available in non-PC and PC types. Drip lines are available in discharge rate 0.6, 1, 1.2, 1.6, 2, 2.2, 2.4, 3.2, 4 liter per hour at various dripper spacing. Forces acting on a drop. When a drop of water falls on ground surface, three forces are acting directly on it: gravitational force due to gravity of earth, capillary force due to porosity in soil, surface tension due to mineral content in soil. Hydraulic conductivity or movement of water is the function of above forces. Among three forces, capillary force is very important and controls the movement of water in soil and water holding capacity of soil. To improve the capillary forces, proper land preparation, plowing, disking, harrowing is essential. To improve water holding capacity, organic manure has to be added and soil conditioning has to be done. Hydraulic conductivity or potential in soil. Hydraulic conductivity or movement of water in three types of soil. In clay soil, horizontal movement of water is more than vertical movement. In medium soil, horizontal and vertical movement of water is almost equal. In sandy soil, vertical movement of water is more than horizontal movement. Field test result: hydraulic conductivity or movement of water in different types of soil: sandy soil, medium soil, clay soil. Video: how the drop of water strike the ground. Moisture and nutrient extraction pattern. Let the effective root zone D is equally divided into 4 parts D by 4. 40% water and nutrients extracted from upper layer of root zone. 30% water and nutrients extracted from next layer of root zone. 20% water and nutrients extracted from next layer of root zone. 10% water and nutrients extracted from lower root zone. Plant extracts 70% water and nutrients from upper two layer of root zone and 30% from lower root zone. Selection of drippers, discharge, number, placement are determined based on soil type. Where to use non-PC and PC drippers? For flat terrain, use non-pressure compensating drippers. For hilly terrain, use pressure compensating drippers. Drip irrigation is suitable for various crops as shown in the slide. Steps to be followed in design of micro irrigation system. Step 1, determine crop water requirement. Step 2, selection and design of drip line. Step 3, design of submain. Step 4, operation schedule. Step 5, mainline design. Step 6, calculation of pump requirement. Step 7, final layout of drip irrigation system. Step 8, preparation of bill of quantities. Here we can see example. Design a drip irrigation system for area 1 hectare, 100 meter by 100 meter. Crop banana, spacing 5 feet by 5 feet. Water source is located 300 meter. Electricity available 8 hours in a day. Soil medium. Topography flat. Step 1, how to calculate peak water requirement of crop. It is calculated by simple formula A into B into C into D divided by E. A is potential evapotranspiration in millimeter per day. Here we are assume 8 mm. B is the crop factor 0.75. It is given in the FAO publication. C is the canopy factor, assume as 1. D is the area provided to the plant in square meter. Here the spacing of the plant is 1.5 to 1.52. 5 feet by 5 feet means 1.5 to 1.52. E is the efficiency of irrigation system. For drip irrigation it is taken as 90%. For sprinkler irrigation it is taken as 85%. If you multiply all the factor together, then you can get the peak water requirement of the crop. In this example, the peak water requirement is coming to 16 liter per day per plant. At this slide, you can see crop factor for various crops. Step 2. Selection and design of drip line. Selection of drip line depends on peak water requirement, soil type, hydraulic conductivity, active rotation of crop, dripper characteristics, CV, that is coefficient of variation, EU, emission uniformity, slope, water quality, electricity, cost economy. In this example, considering soil type, crop water requirement, flat terrain, electricity and cost economy, it is proposed to provide drip line product J Turbo Acura, a 16 mm class 2, dripper discharge 2.4 liter per hour and dripper spacing at 50 centimeter and drip line spacing 1.52 meter, that is one line for each row of crop. Placement of drip line: one drip line for each row of banana, drip line spacing 1.52 meter, that is row spacing. Drippers are fitted at every 50 centimeter. Discharge of dripper is 2.4 liter per hour, means one plant will share 3 numbers of drippers. Discharge per plant 2.4 liter per hour into 3 numbers equal to 7.2 liter per hour. It is called as application rate 7.2 liter per hour. Peak water requirement as calculated 17 liter per day per plant. Now calculate irrigation time. Peak water requirement divided by application rate is equal to 17 divided by 7.2 equal to 2.36 hours, say 2 hours 30 minutes, means in 2 hours 30 minutes peak water demand of banana can be fulfilled. Here display product details of J Turbo Acura. You can download this catalog from www.jens.com. One method to decide length of drip line from chart: go to product catalog, look for table maximum running length of drip line for selected product, locate size of drip line, discharge of dripper, dripper spacing. In this example, we have proposed drip line J Turbo Acura, size 16 mm, dripper discharge 2.4 liter per hour, dripper spacing 15 centimeter. Slope is 0. Select discharge variation either 7.5% or 10%, considering cost economy. At intersection of above parameter, maximum running length of drip line can be found out. At 7.5% discharge variation, maximum running length is 86 meter. At 10% discharge variation, maximum running length is 95 meter. Field length of drip line is 50 meter, which is less than 86 meter, hence design is safe. Now in this slide, you can see the chart for J Turbo Acura, and top dripper spacings are given 15 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 50 centimeter and so on. On left hand side column, 10% discharge variations and 7.5% discharge variations are given, and slope in percentage 2%, 1%, 0%, -1%, -2% are given. And this graph there is discharge of 2.4 liter per hour, and you can locate for 10% variation the length of drip line is 95 meter. At 7.5% discharge variation, length of drip line is 86 meter. Second method to decide the length of drip line. In this method, you need to calculate SDR, that is standard discharge rate of drip line. SDR is calculated dripper discharge divided by dripper spacing. In this design, dripper discharge is 2.4 liter per hour and dripper spacing is 0.5 meter. So SDR is work out to 4.8 liter per hour per meter. Now go to the Jane polygraph for turbo across drip line. In this graph, x-axis indicate the distance in meter, that is 20, 40, 60, 100 and so on. On y-axis, it indicates the frictional head loss 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, and the curves inside the graph indicates the specific discharge rate, that is HDR. Now here we have to look for 4.8 HDR. So it is approximately you have to follow the line parallel to the graph and intersect with the length, and after that you can just get the frictional loss occurs in this drip line. From the graph you can get the result. Length of drip line in the field is 50 meter, size of drip line is 16 millimeter, HDR of drip line is 4.8 liter per hour per meter, frictional head loss comes to 0.5 meter. Now here you have to check the design. Frictional head loss in drip line is 0.5 meter, which is less than the design tolerance 4 meter. Hence, the design of drip line is same. Design tolerance is normally given by the manufacturer, otherwise can be assumed as 20% of operating pressure for drip line and submain based on dripper characteristics. Step 3. Design of submain. Before design of submain, work out the discharge required in 1 hectare plot as under. Work out total length of drip line in 1 hectare, area in square meter divided by drip line spacing in meter. Area is 10,000 square meter and drip line spacing is 1.5 meter. So length is coming to 6,066 meter. Add 5% towards necking and temperature traces. So total length of drip line comes to 7,000 meter. Now calculate total discharge. Total discharge you can calculate the length of the drip line into dripper discharge divided by dripper spacing divided by 3,600. If you multiply these values, you will get discharge of 9.33 liter per second, means to irrigate 1 hectare area, discharge of 9.33 LPS is required. To design a submain, calculate HDR, standard discharge rate in submain. HDR of submain equal to total discharge in submain into 3600 divided by submain length. Here total discharge is 9.33 liter per second into 3600 divided by 100 meter. So it works out to 335.88 liter per hour per meter. Refer Jain polygraph for PVC pipe 63 millimeter to determine length and frictional head losses. In this graph, x-axis indicates the distance in meter, y-axis indicate the frictional head losses. Now the curves inside the graph indicates the HDR of the submains. Now you just look for the HDR 335 and intersect with the length of the submain, and you get the frictional head loss as 1 meter in this from the graph. After successful design of submains, draw a layout of submains in the map. There are 2 submains of size 63 millimeter of length 50 meter to be placed in the map. At inlet of each submain, control valves, PVC ball valves size 63 millimeter are placed to on off to control the flow and pressure. At the end of each submain, PVC flush valve of size 63 millimeter are placed to flush out the dirt. Result from the graph. Actual submain length in the field is 50 meter, size of submain is 63 millimeter, HDR of submain is 335.88 liter per hour per meter. Frictional head losses in submain comes to 1 meter. Now design check. Frictional head losses in drip line plus frictional head losses in the submain should be equal to or less than design tolerance. In this design, frictional head losses in the drip line is 0.5 meter, frictional head losses in the submain is 1 meter, total loss is 1.5 meter, which is less than 4 meter. Hence, the design of drip line and submain is safe. A design tolerance is normally given by the manufacturer, otherwise can be assumed as 20% of operating pressure for drip line and submain based on dripper's characteristics. Step 4. Decide operation schedule. Operation schedule needs to be decided before design of main line. Operation schedule means how these submains are going to be operated for irrigation. In this design, there are two submains, submain number 1, submain number 2. These two submains can be operated in two options. Option 1, both the submains can be operated at a time to complete the irrigation. Option 2, each submain can be operated separately to complete the irrigation. Here, you have to take a decision which option to choose considering capital cost, power cost, workability and agronomy. First, work out irrigation time. It can be worked out peak water requirement divided application rate of the dripper. Here the peak water requirement is 70 liter per day per plant and application rate of the dripper is 2.4 liter per hour into 3 numbers. It comes to 2.36 hours, means 2 hours 30 minutes. Option 1, both the submain to be operated at a time. In this, irrigation time will be 2 hours 30 minutes. Design discharge in main pipe and motor will be 9.33 liter per second. Estimated main pipe size will be 110 millimeter. Estimated HP requirement will be 7.5 HP. Because of above, overall capital cost, power cost and recurring cost will be more. Let us see option 2. Each submain to be operated separately. Total irrigation time will be 2 hours 30 minutes plus 2 hours 30 minutes equal to 5 hours. Design discharge in main pipe and motor pump set will be 4.66 liter per second. Estimated main pipe size will be 75 mm. Estimated HP requirement will be 3 HP. Because of above, overall cost, power cost, recurring cost will be less. Result, after study, chosen option number 2 because of lower capital cost, power cost and recurring cost. Final operation schedule. After finalization of operation schedule, it can be tabulated as under. Design of main line is dependent on operation schedule. Operation schedule in any irrigation system plays very important role in capital cost, power cost, recurring cost. Hence, proper care must be taken while deciding operation schedule. Final operation schedule can be tabulated as under operation shift, submain number, operation time, discharge. Under shift number 1, operate submain number 1 for 2.30 minutes. Discharge will be 4.66 liter per second. Under operation 2, submain number 2, irrigation time 2 hours 30 minutes. Discharge will be 4.66. So total irrigation time comes to 5 hours and discharge remain 4.66 liter per second. Step 5. Design of main line. Function of main line is to transport water from water source to submains. PVC or HDPE pipes are used as a main line. Below formula is used to design a main pipe to calculate frictional head loss. Analytic method or graphical method can be used to design a main line. Here, modified Hazen-Williams formula is used to calculate frictional head losses in PVC pipes or HDPE pipes. PVC pipe table as per Indian standard 4985. PVC pipe of size 75 mm is used as a main line. Pressure rating 4 kg per centimeter square. Minimum wall thickness 1.8 mm. Note, you can use standards of your own country or use international standards ISO if not specified. Design of main line by graphical method. Below graph can be used to design a main line. In this graph, x-axis indicates discharge rate in liter per second. Y-axis indicates frictional head losses meter per 1000 meter. Inclined lines indicates sizes of the pipeline in millimeter. Dotted lines indicates velocity in meter per second. Design a main line by an analytical method. Excel sheet is used to design a main line by analytical method. Design a main line from submit number 2 to submit number 1 for discharge 4.66 liter per second and length 50 meter, and submit number 1 to water source for discharge 4.66 liter per second and length 350 meter. Select PVC pipe 75 mm PN4, wall thickness 1.8 mm. Prepare a table as shown in this slide. From, to, distance, discharge, material, pressure rating, outer diameter, wall thickness, inner diameter, velocity, frictional head losses. Put this table into Excel file and you can get the frictional head loss to 7.91 meter. Total frictional head loss in main pipeline is 7.91 meter at velocity 1.16 meter per second, which is less than permissible velocity 1.5 meter per second. Hence, design of main line is safe. Step 6. Calculation of pump requirement. Pump requirement means power or energy requirement to transport water from water source to the end point, tripper. In below figure, travel path of water is shown, means from resource to root. Step 6. How to calculate pump requirement. Total head required, discharge required and HP required for motor pump set have to be worked out as under to operate drip irrigation system. Total head required equal to suction plus delivery plus frictional head losses in filtration unit plus frictional head losses in the main line plus operating pressure plus frictional head losses in fittings plus venturi head plus elevation. In this design, suction plus delivery is assumed as 6 meter. Frictional head losses in the filtration unit is 4 meter. Refer product catalog. Frictional head losses in the main line is 7.91 meter as per the design. Operating pressure 10 meter given in the product catalog. Frictional head losses in the fitting is 2 meter assumed. Venturi head 5 meter given in the product catalog. Elevation as 0 because land is flat, so total comes to 34.91 meter, say 35 meter. Now calculate HP required. HP can be calculated as Q into H divided by 75 divided by A divided by B. Q is discharge in liter per second. H is the total head required to operate drip system. A is the motor efficiency 85%, assume. B is the pump efficiency 80%, assume. Now in this design, Q is 4.66 liter per second, H is 35 meter, 75 is the factor, A is 85%, 0.85, B is 0.85, so it works out to 3.19 HP. It is a calculated HP. To know the manufacturer HP, refer manufacturer performance chart. Then you decide the correct HP of the pump. How to select motor pump set? Refer pump performance chart of manufacturer to select proper motor pump set. Intersect the required head and discharge in the graph marked in red, called as better efficiency zone. Select motor pump set at better efficiency zone 85%. Use of software for design. There are various software available for design of pipeline, drip irrigation system, pumps and structure. WCAD for design of drip irrigation system, ERICAD for design of drip irrigation system, CFD ANSYS for design of piping and modeling, EPANET for design of piping system, WaterGem for design of water supply piping system, DHY software for design of drip, sprinkler, piping, transient analysis and trace analysis. Contact email dilip1000 mobile +91 797 2266 It is me. Caution: software is just a tool. To use software, engineer should know the fundamentals of design engineering and should have done design works. Step 7. Final design layout of drip irrigation system. Prepare final design layout map of drip irrigation system as under for onward submission. Step 8. Bill of quantities. Preparation of bill of quantities as under. It has to be prepared in 3 heading. Heading A, control head unit. It includes sand filter, screen filter, manifold, non-return valve, auto quick pressure relief valve, manual bypass valve, fertilizer tank. Head B, piping system. Piping means various kinds of pipe. Here the pipes are 75 mm pipes, 63 mm pipes, then valves, fittings, etc. Then head C, drip irrigation system. It includes polytube, drip line, their fittings. After that, totaling, you add VAT, freight, installation charges, and together it is grand total, that is the cost of the system. This is the last slide. Thank you very much. Ultimately, farmer's smile is very important for our success. For any clarification, please contact email dilip1000@gmail.com, mobile 91797 2266 188. Thank you.